Hello students, in today's videos I will describe how to find the electric field due to spherical shell of uniform charge density. That is, we have a spherical shell here. So this is a spherical shell. The radius of the sphere is r and this is a shell, so charge is distributed only on the surface and the total charge on the surface is let q. So q is the total charge on the surface and the charge is distributed uniformly over the surface. Now let me clear first that this is a case. You can take it in the two ways. One is it is a spherical shell, or you can take this is a sphere of metal, that is conductor. In case of conducting sphere, it is shell or the solid. For a solid conductor, charges also remain in the surface only. So the calculation for a metal or for a spherical shell of non-metal will be same. So let us calculate the electric field. We will calculate the electric field in three positions. One is outside the surface, second is on the surface, and the third is inside the shell. So first I will take a point inside the shell. So let this is the point inside the shell at a distance small r. I will use here the Gauss theorem to calculate the electric field inside. So if I take a Gaussian surface of spherical shape here of radius small r, then for case 1, for case 3 first, the electric field, if any present here, will be as surface charge density is spherical, so here electric field is also uniform. So we can write E dot ds in the Gaussian surface is equal to Q enclosed, that is total charge inside the Gaussian surface, by epsilon 0. Now here you can see that charges are present on the surface. So inside the volume, that is inside the Gaussian surface, here the total amount of charge is 0. So it becomes 0. Therefore we can say that inside the shell electric field also 0. That means for a spherical shell the electric field inside the shell, or for a conducting sphere, solid sphere, the electric field inside 0. That is why it is called that electric field inside a conductor always 0. Now I want to calculate the electric field outside the surface. For outside the surface, I will draw the figure separately. So this is our charge distribution plus plus, that is the distribution of the charge, and I will take a point outside the surface at a distance small r, and our Gaussian surface here will look like this charge distribution. So this is our Gaussian surface. Now I will take any point on the Gaussian surface, that is take from here. This is a small surface area on the Gaussian surface. This is the surface area ds, and the electric field also in this direction. So here we can write closed surface integration E dot ds is equal to Q enclosed by epsilon 0. Now look from the figure, that is for every ds, if I take ds here, the electric field and ds will be in same direction. If I take a ds here, then the electric field and ds in same direction. If I take a ds here, then the electric field and ds in same direction. So we can see that electric field and ds always in same direction. So we can write the dot product E dot ds just equal to E into ds. So it becomes closed surface integration E into ds equal to q enclosed. Now you can see that total charge of the sphere is enclosed within the Gaussian surface. So here q enclosed is equal to the total charge q over epsilon naught. Second case here, the integration. Here you can see also that the distance of the Gaussian surface from the surface charge distribution here equal in magnitude all over the surface, because the distance between the charge and the surface is same in every case. So here we can see that electric field all over the surface is uniform, so it will be outside the integration because it is a constant. So the integration becomes E equal to E into surface integration ds equal to q by epsilon 0. And now it becomes easy, that is closed surface integration of ds. ds means small area, and closed surface integration on the Gaussian surface, it will give you total surface of the sphere, that is 4 pi r square equal to q by epsilon 0. Therefore we can see that E equal to q by 4 pi epsilon 0 r square. So you can see that here the electric field is the same as a point charge be placed at the center of the sphere. Now I will draw the graph to show the electric field outside and inside and also on the surface. Now in case of on the surface small r is just equal to capital R. So here electric field will be E equal to q by 4 pi epsilon 0 capital R square. So the graph will show that this is the distance from this is the center of the sphere, this is surface of the sphere, and this is outside. So I get here on the surface the electric field is E equal to q by 4 pi epsilon 0 r square. So let this is that amount of electric field, that is this is E on the surface, ES, we can write ES here. Outside the surface electric field varies as 1 by r square, that is it will decrease in this way 1 by r square, and inside the surface the electric field is 0. So inside it is like this. So the whole graph looks like this one. This is the electric field inside the surface, that is 0, and this is the electric field outside the surface, and electric field on the surface has this value. So you can see that there is a discontinuity in the electric field inside and outside the surface, and discontinuity occur at r equal to r. So this is the variation of the electric field inside and outside the surface, and the maximum value of the electric field is on the surface.